Acquiring Bitcoin's been one of my investing focuses over the past couple of years, as the digital asset's built-in scarcity has proven to be instrumental in why investors have flocked to this asset as a way to preserve wealth and hedge against the inflationary nature of central currencies. And although Bitcoin and crypto in general have been at the center of many controversies and scandals in recent years, the underlying asset itself remains unchanged from a fundamental standpoint if purchased and stored correctly, which is something I've always spoken out about on this channel. We've been speaking about crypto, specifically Bitcoin and Ethereum, on the channel since 2018, and it's really after reading this book, The Bitcoin Standard, that I really gained appreciation and understanding of what Bitcoin had to offer the world as a form of digital gold, essentially. Since then, central governments have put in motion new policies to control and oversee Bitcoin's trade, which somewhat defeats its purpose as a decentralized currency, but this still hasn't shaken its purpose in the eyes of investors, as is demonstrated from Bitcoin's insane run over the past couple of years, now up over 150% from its lows reached in 2022. Now, you might be wondering why Bitcoin's suddenly experiencing a resurgence from the dead after lackluster performance throughout the entirety of 2022. And in simple terms, it has to do with supply and demand leading up to the 2024 Bitcoin halving. You see, Bitcoin doesn't inherently have any underlying value. It doesn't produce anything, create profit, expand its customer base and income. No, actually, it's the opposite. Over time, Bitcoin's production gradually decreases through what's known as halving events, which are hard-coded into Bitcoin's protocol and happen roughly every 4 years. To keep things simple, unlike with real gold, which is mined right out of the ground at the rate of roughly 2,700 tons per year, Bitcoin tokens are created when miners solve new blocks on the Bitcoin blockchain. Every time a new block is created, miners are rewarded with Bitcoin, and over the past 4 years, the reward for each block created has been 6.25 Bitcoin. And this is where things get interesting. As of the 2024 Bitcoin halving, which is expected to take place around April 25th, 2024, the amount of Bitcoin that will be distributed per block mined will drop to 3.125 Bitcoin. Essentially, what this means is that the further we truck along, the more scarce and rare Bitcoin becomes, which leads to two things: investors flocking to it as a store of value that also happens to be highly liquid, which is convenient, and price speculation, which is what we're seeing right now in the market and leading to Bitcoin gaining tremendous value in a short period of time leading up to the halving. It's important to understand that the Bitcoin halving doesn't inherently have any impact on the underlying value of Bitcoin, other than making it more scarce as time goes on, which investors have historically taken as a sign to buy in, thus increasing the price of Bitcoin, leading to and preceding the halving events. So instead of a company's stock, say, increasing in value because they launched a new product that hit it big and doubled their revenues, it's more accurate to think of the Bitcoin halving impacting the price of Bitcoin as, say, 4 out of the 5 copies of the rarest comic book burning in a fire, thus making the last standing copy more desirable and therefore worth that much more. We can clearly see the impact each Bitcoin halving event has had over the last decade and a half on this chart right here, where generally 6 to 12 months after the event takes place, the value of Bitcoin has dramatically increased. The first halving in November 2012 led to an increase in value from around $1,200 to $1,100, an increase of approximately 9,500%. The second halving in July 2016, leading to an increase in value from around $650 to $20,000, an increase of approximately 3,000%. And the third halving in May of 2020 led to an increase in value from around $8,500 to $64,000, an increase of approximately 650%. Now, this isn't to say that the same effect will necessarily take place during the next event. However, we're already seeing the value of Bitcoin dramatically increasing leading up to the event, in my opinion, mainly due to investor speculation and knowing more about how Bitcoin has operated historically in and around the halving events. Okay, so with what we've just covered, if you're looking to buy some Bitcoin for yourself moving towards the 2024 halving, then you will absolutely want to check out Coinbase, which is one of Canada's most versatile crypto trading platforms that offers a ton of functionality, from buying and selling crypto, earning rewards on your crypto holdings, and much more. Now, Coinbase happens to be the largest publicly traded crypto company on the planet, serving millions of users worldwide, and have been around for over 10 years, which is testament to their consistent innovation, dedication to security, and adaptability in the ever-evolving cryptocurrency landscape. And more recently, they've started putting a major focus on the Canadian market. So if you're in Canada, use the link down below to create your own Coinbase account and follow along while we use Coinbase to buy some Bitcoin. All right, now Coinbase is known as being a great mobile trading platform, but today we'll be buying some Bitcoin on desktop to make it easier to follow along in this YouTube video. All right, so as we can see here, this is what the dashboard is going to look like on desktop when you first log into your Coinbase account. Now, in this case, we can see my current balance is only around $57 Canadian, and this is for the sake of making this video. I withdrew capital beforehand just so I had a smaller balance and I could show you what was going on within Coinbase. So straight off the bat in the dashboard, on the left side, we have the column where you can have your home screen, essentially the dashboard, my assets, the trade tab, earning returns on your crypto by staking, and then a couple other options. In the middle, we have our balance with a nice little graph chart showing us the movements of our portfolio over time, and then the prices of different coins. In this case, we have our watch list. We can put trending, as well as also looking at top assets. So in this case, the top assets, Bitcoin, ETH, Tether, and BNB. We can also choose to see everything, but we're going to focus on this section right here, where you can now deposit capital into your Coinbase account using Interact e-Transfer, which is a new feature essentially that is implemented for the Canadian market specifically, and making it a lot easier for Canadians to deposit money into their Coinbase account. So it's really simple. All you need to do is click on it and enter, say, $200 is how much I would want to deposit. And this is going to be an instant deposit essentially. And we're going to select the email address for which we want to use to make the deposit. We'll click continue, and I'm not going to click this, but it'll send you an email requesting an e-transfer deposit, and all you have to do, it's like sending an e-transfer to someone else. You just authorize the transaction and it will send it directly to your Coinbase account. Very simple to do and really effective for the Canadian market. Now from here, we also have the top movers, and this is just going to show you, based on all of the coins available on Coinbase, what the top movers are today. Just a bit of fun little information. Now above that, if we click on buy and sell, we can essentially do a one-time purchase, or we can set up recurring purchases, so daily, weekly, monthly, or even on the 1st or 15th of each month if you want to recurringly buy a certain asset. In this case, let's say we wanted to buy $15 worth of Bitcoin. Well, right now I can buy 0 because all of the capital within this account is actually tied up in Bitcoin. However, if I had $15 Canadian, I could click on Bitcoin right here, I could click on Bitcoin, select the coin I would want, in this case Bitcoin, pay with wallet, and execute the order. In this case, it's asking us to top up the Canadian wallet because once again, I don't have Canadian funds liquid in this account. And the same holds true for selling or even converting. We can convert Bitcoin or any other asset you have into a different altcoin of your choosing. And then finally, you can also choose to send and receive. So you can send your crypto assets from Coinbase to another wallet, which is very simple, as well as receiving. So it's going to give you your wallet address as well as the QR code to receive payments from someone else or from one of your other wallets to the Coinbase wallet for trading or for even withdrawing out to a different platform. But you can also choose to send your current balance or any other balance that you have within your Coinbase account to an external wallet that you hold the keys for. Overall, Coinbase is a really great platform for Canadians who want to buy and sell crypto. And if you're interested in signing up and creating an account for yourself, you can do so using the link down below in this video's description. So that's really how easy it is to open an account and trade crypto with Coinbase on desktop. And don't forget that it's also available, of course, on mobile. So if you're interested in opening an account with the most trusted crypto platform on the planet for yourself, make sure to do so using the link down below in this video's description. And with that said, thanks a lot for watching today's video. If you haven't already bought some Bitcoin, what's stopping you? We've been speaking about the asset and its performance leading up to the 2024 halving for several years now, with performance to date playing out as expected and spoken about over the past couple of years. So thanks a lot for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like. Consider subscribing to the channel for content like this about investing, cryptocurrency, and so forth.